Initially tonight I was going to do a video on nutrition, the Seventh-day Adventist aspect of the 8 Laws of Health and Nutrition, but I interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast for the fact that I am finally vindicated. Last night, thanks to this Holter monitor that I'm wearing, it has been proven that these 5-hour-long issues with shortness of breath, chest pain, etc., is not a panic attack. It is indeed some sort of electrical issue with the heart, which last night was an interesting situation, as I had told the ambulance driver that started mouthing off to me, I always get accused of being on drugs or that I'm crazy, and I basically told him to F off, and then I got a cab to go to the hospital a few hours later because the shortness of breath and chest pains and such did not subside. Luckily, my cardiologist is out of the hospital I took the cab to, and he saw me immediately as an emergency case and explained that, yes, it doesn't look like it's life-threatening, but these so-called panic attacks that I've been having since childhood are indeed an issue. He doesn't know exactly which is why he has to send me to an electrophysiologist. But what I would like to point out is when I worked in mental health, there is a subgrouping of mental health called mental health advocates, and these are people that advocate for the mentally ill. The problem with mental health advocacy is it's based in this humanistic bullcrap of the recovery movement, and what this does is this doesn't allow for the fact that there needs to be a medical approach to mental health. A truly medical approach, not just put people on pills or assume that pills do things, but they need to actually rule things out. And people will go, oh, well, that happens. I've seen, they have all this neurological evidence and all this crap. Honestly, if you look at a lot of that research, it usually doesn't pan out. But more importantly, what you need to understand is this. This does not happen in a mental health clinic or in the environment in which most people receive mental health care. Now, I haven't actively received mental health care in a while. I did start going back to a psychiatrist because this crap that's going on, all the doctors are telling me it's a mental health issue, but I don't take any medications or anything like that. My point is I do therapy, which I don't honestly believe in, but hey, when you're told you're nuts and there's no evidence, which thankfully there is now, you do what you need to do to stay chilled, So my point would be this, my point is that people need to understand that the whole process of the mental health field needs to be reevaluated and reoriented to a point where it's actually looking out for the clients and it's looking out for them in a practical manner, not some hippy-dippy nonsense about, chase your dreams and radical acceptance and The Secret and all that crap. You need to actually go through and actually try to rule out certain things and get these people the treatment that they actually require. And that's the biggest problem with mental health as I see it. And medicine for that matter, because psychiatry has become a dumping ground for the mentally ill. Or I should say, basically mental illness has become the excuse if a doctor doesn't understand what they're looking at. It has to be mental illness. But this actually vindicated years of me complaining about these issues with the heart palpitations, disorientation, shortness of breath, things like that. And they are brought on by stress. That's not a thing. They are definitely brought on by stress, but it is not a psychiatric issue.